Hi guys! My video for today is about pairs of angles in geometry. So the first pair here is supplementary angles. So supplementary angles are two angles whose measures have a sum of 180 degrees. So we have the figure here. So we have angle ACD measures 120 degrees and angle DCB measures 60 degrees. Now in this figure here, you can say that angle ACD and angle DCB are supplementary angles. Because if you are going to add the sum of their measurements, it will add up to 180 degrees. So measure of angle ACD plus measure of angle DCB will be equal to 180 degrees. It's because here 120 degrees plus 60 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. So they are supplementary angles. Then the next one is called as complementary angles. So complementary angles, these are two angles whose measures have a sum of 90 degrees. So in the figure, this is angle LMO, which is 70 degrees, and angle OMN, which is 20 degrees. So 70 plus 20 is 90 degrees. So we can say that angle LMO and angle OMN are complementary angles. Meaning their sum, measure of angle LMO plus the measure of angle OMN will be equal to 90 degrees. Next is adjacent angles. So adjacent angles are angles which have a common side and a common vertex but no interior points in common. Now in this figure here, the common side here is ray BC and the common vertex here is point B in here. And the two non-common sides here are ray AB and ray BD. So in this figure, we can say that angle ABC and angle CBD are adjacent angles. So ABC, this angle here, and angle CBD, this angle here are adjacent angles. Then we have what we call as linear pair. So linear pair are two adjacent angles whose non-common sides are opposite rays. Then if two angles form a linear pair, then they are supplementary. So in this figure here, the opposite rays here are ray ML and ray MN. Then these two angles here, LMO and angle OMN, they are also adjacent angles. So we can say that these angles here form a linear pair. So angle LMO and angle OMN form a linear pair. Then, if two angles form a linear pair, then they are supplementary. So, these two angles form a linear pair, meaning they are supplementary. So, we can say that measure of angle LMO plus the measure of angle OMN will be equal to 180 degrees. The last one is vertical angles. Vertical angles are two non-adjacent angles formed by two intersecting lines. So we have here two intersecting lines, line AB and line CD that intersects in point O. So they are non-adjacent angles. So Non-adjacent angles meaning we can have angle COB, and its non-adjacent angles or opposite angle is angle AOD. And we have angle AOC and angle DOB. So this pair of angles here are vertical angles. Then we have here a theorem that vertical angles are congruent, meaning angle COB is congruent to angle AOD and angle AOC is congruent to angle DOB. So they are congruent, meaning they have the same measures. Now let's have examples of problems that can be solved using those pairs of angles. Let's have the first example. In the given figure, angle AOB and angle COD are right angles. Name two pairs of number 1, complementary angles, 2, supplementary angles, and 3, vertical angles. So this is the figure here. Angle AOB and angle COD are right angles. Then we're told to name two pairs of these angles here. So number 1, complementary angles. So complementary angles, the sum of their measures is equal to 90 degrees. So we are going to have angle 3 and the pair will be angle 4, because this one here is a right angle, meaning these two angles here will add up to 90 degrees. And we can have also angle 5 and angle 6. Then for number 2, supplementary angles, meaning the sum of their measures will be equal to 180 degrees. So we can have that pair as these two here. So this one forms a linear pair, meaning angle 1 and angle 2 will be supplementary. So first pair will be angle 1 and angle 2. Then another will be in here. We have angle 7 and angle 8. Then for the last one, two pairs of vertical angles. We can have angle 3. Then opposite angle will be angle 6. So these two form a vertical angle. Then another one is angle 4 and angle 5. And if we're going to have another pair of vertical angle here, or vertical angles here, we can have angle AOB and angle DOC. Next example, find the values of x and y in the given figure. So this is the figure here. So this angle here is x, then this one is 90 degrees, and this angle here is 40 degrees. And we have here y degrees. So we're going to find the values of x and y. So let's find first the value of x. So in here, this one forms a linear pair, meaning the sum of these three angles here will be equal to 180 degrees. So we're going to have x degree, or x, plus this one is 90 degrees. Then this one is 40, so plus 40 degrees. This will be equal to 180 degrees. Then 90 plus 40 is 130. So we can have x plus 130 degrees equals 180 degrees. Then transposing 130 to the right side, we're going to have x equals 180 minus 130, that will be 50 degrees. So x in this figure is 50 degrees. Now to find y, these two pairs of angles here, 40 degrees and y degrees, is also a linear pair or forms a linear pair. Therefore, we can have their sum as 180 degrees. So we're going to have y degrees plus 40 degrees will be equal to 180 degrees. Then y will be equal to 180 minus 40, and that will be equal to 140 degrees. So y here is equal to 140 degrees. Then next example, let's have, so from the given figure, form an equation in x and solve for the unknown measure. So in here, this is the figure. So this is 2x here, then this is 90, and this is x. Since these three angles here form a linear pair, so we can have their sum equivalent to 180 degrees. So we can have here 2x plus, this one is 90, plus 90 degrees, then plus x will be equal to 180 degrees. Then 2x plus x is 3x. Then we're going to transpose 90. This will be 180 minus 90. That will be equal to 90 degrees. Then dividing both sides by 3, we can have x equals 90 divided by 3 will be 30 degrees. So x here is 30 degrees. Then in here, this is 2x, so we're going to have 2x. This will be equal to 2 times the value of x, which is 30. So 2 times 30 is 60 degrees. So in here, this angle here is 60 degrees. Let's have our last example. In the figure below, find the measures of angle 1 and angle 2. So this is the figure here. So we have here this angle x degrees. This one is x plus 20. Then this is angle 1 and this is angle 2. Now to find the answer for this problem, we're going to solve x and x plus 20 first. So these two angles here form a linear pair, meaning the sum of their measures will be equal to 180 degrees. So we can have x plus 20 equals 180 degrees. Then transposing 20 to the right side, we can have here 180 minus 20, that will be 160 degrees. Then x plus x will be 2x. Then dividing both sides by 2, we can have x equals 80 degrees. So x here will be 80. Then this is x plus 20, so 80 plus 20, this will be 100 degrees. So angle 1 here and x plus 20 degrees here are vertical angles, meaning they have the same measurement. And the same with angle 2 and angle x here, they also have the same measurement. So since they have the same measurement, so x plus 20 here is 100 degrees. So we can have the measure of angle 1 equals 100 degrees. And the measure of angle 2, this is congruent to x, meaning its measure is also 80 degrees. So I hope this video helped you. If you have questions about the topic, please comment down below, and see you next time.